Female sexual fantasies tend to be much more about power than men's sexual fantasies, I have noticed. And
presumably an imbalance of power.
Yeah, we're there on the weaker side. And I don't think women want to be dehumanized or ignored or treated like children. I don't think that. But the kind of novels that sell, sex novels that sell to women, are not sexually arousing to men at all.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Calm Kingdoms. Today, we're taking a look at a situation that's becoming more common. Female coworkers getting rejected by men, and what's really going on behind it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and let's jump straight into it. Having people like this in the workplace can make the environment feel less safe for everyone.
Has anyone else noticed how toxic it is to work in an all-female workplace? Like, I started my new job and I was so happy because I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be all girls. During my training, my manager asked me a question and I forgot the answer. And she was like, you decided not to remember that? Like, you chose not to remember that? Oh my god. Every time one of the girls clock off, all the other girls are talking crap about her. And then they think I'm weird because I won't talk to anyone. Like, I go there to work and I will not talk to anyone. Because, like, they hate each other. And the worst part is that they pretend to be best friends.
Ask around. Even some men and women will say that heavily female-dominated workplaces can sometimes be very difficult environments.
So this girl went into the bathroom of her job, propped the camera up to say, the dudes at the job be flirting with all the other girls and none of the dudes flirt with her. Then proceed to do a whole 360 and say, I know it's probably because of the way I'm shaped, but damn.
Flirting with a coworker can easily land you in a meeting with HR. Probably not the best idea.
The people of the MeToo movement are now facing consequences because it says more male managers are avoiding mentoring women or meeting alone with them. And, you know, I can't even fault the men in this situation because, I mean, all it takes in 2025, all it takes is a dude saying the wrong joke or misreading a situation and he's just in jail or fired. Especially this day and age when everyone is just like so sensitive.
It doesn't even have to be that extreme. Sometimes it can feel like even a small misstep, like looking at someone the wrong way, can cause serious trouble.
And it's really smart of men to not be in a situation where they are alone with a woman. Like that's just smart. Because all it's going to take is for her to say one thing and you to try and deny it, but ultimately she's a woman, so people are just going to automatically take her side and then you're just screwed. But I don't think men have to go as far as like avoid being alone with women.
The harsh truth is that some people feel the safest approach is to keep their distance from situations like this altogether.
I think some of the accountability has to be on women having good judgment. Because all of those girls in the Harvey Weinstein case said that they went to his house at 2 a.m. to like for an audition. Like, bruh, women are the smartest species in the world. How were they all so dumb to believe that an audition would take place at somebody's personal home at 2 a.m.? Come on now.
Common sense seems to go out the window when there's a chance to land a role in a big movie. The frustrating part is that the bike likely belonged to the guy standing right next to it.
I was in a live today where someone in the comment section brought up what they believe to be massive figures, massive statistics of the amount of men that are afraid to give CPR to a woman in public for fear of being accused of SAing that person because they might accidentally touch their breasts. And it's referring to this.
Given how rare those cases actually are, that number might seem surprising.
Whoa, what's going on? Oh no, my lord. fucking again. Wait, let's reverse. Reverse. See what the problem is. That's mulch. Oh, yeah. That's smoking. Shit. Just went out. I'm gonna detach it. I'm gonna have to get a hammer. Bash up, bash down, bash around.
We live in a world where even something as simple as a modern woman using a power drill makes some people think, maybe that's a bad idea.
Tonight I spoke with the attorney who represents the man who was accused of attempted kidnapping in this grocery store parking lot. That attorney tells me that woman's story never added up and that the update in this case is better late than never. 41-year-old Daniel Pearson is home with his family tonight, out of jail after the Bucks County DA says he was wrongly accused of attempted and kidnapping.
False accusations can cause serious harm to an innocent person's life.
This is the woman who accused him of those crimes, 20-year-old Angela Yuramova. Police in Middletown Township said Yuramova called them on the night of April 16th, claiming a man grabbed her in the parking lot of the Redners off Lincoln Highway and attempted to pull her pants down while he carried and pulled her back toward his truck. Yuramova said she was able to break free and that he drove away. Police used a license plate reader system that spotted a similar truck nearby. They tracked it to Pearson, and he was held at the Bucks County Correctional Facility on $1 million bail.
A $1 million bail based on an accusation with little evidence is deeply concerning.
A new complaint now states Daniel Pearson was charged with multiple felony offenses and remained incarcerated for a total of 31 days before Yuramova admitted to her lies.
How did it take a whole month for authorities to realize that her claims weren't credible?
The complaint states that shortly after his arrest, officials received information from Pearson's family that warranted further investigation. So detectives reviewed surveillance video and found at no point in the video did Pearson's truck travel through any part of the path Yuramova claimed the vehicle took. Yuramova was called to the DA's office for questioning last Thursday, and because of more inconsistencies in her story, she was called back in on Friday. That's when the complaint states Yuramova admitted that she had lied about the entire incident and that no assault occurred.
If she hadn't come forward, that man might have remained in jail, and the case may not have been properly investigated.
Yuramova said she had seen Pearson and his truck before in the parking lot of her old job and that he was, quote, creepy. All charges against Pearson have been dropped. And now Yuramova is the one facing charges. She is currently in jail and is due back in court sometime later this month. And according to that criminal complaint we got our hands on earlier today, Yuramova told police that she was going to admit to them at some point that she had lied about this entire situation. At some point she was going to tell them that before the court proceedings. She also told police that she admitted to her father that she had lied about all
False accusations can have devastating consequences. Someone can lose their job, their reputation, even their family. It's a serious issue and shouldn't be taken lightly.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save 50%.
There should be clear workplace policies in place so that if someone deliberately shames a coworker, there are serious consequences, including possible termination.
In 2017, I was named a Time Magazine Person of the Year for my contribution to...
When?
2017.
You were the Time Person of the Year?
With a group of silence breakers of the MeToo movement.
Wow.
And I spoke out against sexual harassment at a certain network. And I think the problem with the MeToo movement is that they didn't have a good enough, a short and simple way to explain to women, first of all, the legal differences between sexual harassment and sexual assault.
They don't really distinguish between the terms and often use them interchangeably, sometimes inaccurately.
And it all got commingled. And all of a sudden people would say to me, "But did he touch you?" And I'd be like, "No, but he offered me a job. And then when I didn't go to his hotel room, that job disappeared." That's called sexual harassment. Yeah, but he didn't touch you. So they got really confused about sexual assault because it all got commingled. So when the original hashtag #MeToo was invented by Tarana Burke, it was meant to highlight women who had been sexually assaulted as children or even as women. But then when white women co-opted the hashtag #MeToo, they threw in sexual harassment, and the whole bailiwick became confusing for America. The backlash is real.
The Me Too movement is seen by some as having affected trust between men and women, though others argue it also brought attention to serious issues of accountability and safety.
I'm going to be a total bitch, and I'm going to get rid of who I have to get rid of, and I'm going to hurt people's feelings, and I'm going to laugh when people cry, and I'm going to own it.
You're not going to motivate a male coworker to help with threats. That's generally not how effective workplace cooperation works.
Female sexual fantasies tend to be much more about power than men's sexual fantasies, I have noticed. And
presumably an imbalance of power.
Yeah, we're there on the weaker side. And I don't think women want to be dehumanized or ignored or treated like children. I don't think that. But the kind of novels that sell, sex novels that sell to women, are not sexually arousing to men at all, I have found. And again, they're all about being dominant.
The rise of so-called book talk has highlighted a lot of exaggerated or unrealistic romantic fantasies that some readers engage with.
I'm really bothered by it. I just want to be totally clear. I don't like that. I don't like all the weird power dynamic stuff, but they like it. And so to tell me the Me Too movement is about making men less aggressive sexually because women hate male sexual aggression, you're just lying. That's just not true. Well, do you take a poll of women? Do you care what they think? Do you know what they think? No, of course they have no idea what women think. They don't care.
A lot of people can seem contradictory at times, which can make what they want or express feel confusing or inconsistent.
Back yearning, bring back yearning, bring back yearning. Why aren't we yearning? Why aren't the men yearning? Why aren't the men yearning? Yearn.
Men aren't interested in women like this because they don't see anything meaningful to pursue. It's as simple as that.
Going into Barnes & Noble, look for men. Here we go. Just women so far. Women and kids. And couples. So many couples. No, nothing. Nobody. No. Couples. Not a single. Not one single man. I'm gonna be single forever.
You can't assume people treat relationships like something they can just shop for. Most men are just looking for peace and to be left alone.
Okay, so I need y'all to be dead but honest. Do I look mean? Do I look mean or like unapproachable? Because I'm trying to figure it out. I've been going to the gym for 3 years now, and one guy has approached me in the gym. One guy. I can name the situation. One guy. So I'm like, there's gotta be something wrong. Like, why do people not want to, like, talk to me? And not, like, in a sappy way. Like, I'm genuinely curious. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm, like, literally wearing bright pink right now. Like, is that not approachable? I think it is.
Some people argue that men and women have drifted apart because of mixed signals and changing expectations, and that this has led to the current situation.
Genuine question for people that live in New York. How are you finding men to date? I'll be out at a bar. I'm out with my friends. I'm like, am I approachable enough? Because no one comes up to me, ever. Maybe I'm chopped, I don't know. And before you say, oh, we'll just go up to them, I'm not built like that. You go on the apps and it's like Hinge, and it's just like the 5 personalities recycled over and over again. The same prompt answers, all of it. Trying to get on Hoppy for like forever because everyone's talking about it, but I swear I've been waiting weeks to get approved. I need to know, do I just wait it out, or do I accept my fate and just become a nun?
It's not just about the city. Some people feel that dating culture has become so difficult that many men have simply stepped back, regardless of location.
Once upon a time in New York, you could walk past a group of guys. A couple of them will lock in on you. One of them will decide, oh no, I'm going for it. Start walking with you 10 blocks, talking to you, trying to get to know you, trying to get your phone number or your social media accounts. He would commit to the bit, like, no, I'm walking with you. Wherever you going, I'm going with you because I want that number. I want that information. I'm trying to get with you, for real.
Nowadays, people feel that behaving that way can lead to serious consequences, like legal trouble or being exposed online. So many consider it not worth the risk.
Like, they would commit. They would yearn. You be walking down the street, a man see you in his car, he start following you in the car. And it wasn't even creepy. It was like low-key romantic because he really wanted to run down on you so bad. He was willing to take a detour from the way he was going to now go where you're going because he want to talk to you. Because you look that good. I don't know what happened. I don't know why the men in New York stopped doing these things.
What she's describing is something many people today would consider harassment, so it's generally not acceptable behavior. If you'd like early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed.